Hello students, this is Debarchana Raut, lecturer in computer science. We have been discussing about the subject computer hardware and maintenance. Today we will be starting a new topic, that is memory and input and output devices. So what is memory? In computer, memory means either it can be a permanent or a secondary or temporary memory which stores basically data in the system. So data can be a set of instructions, it can be programs, it can be some text data, it can be image data, it can be video data, it can be audio data. So there are different data which basically is stored in memory. So we will be discussing about this memory and what are the devices we basically use to store or work the system, that are the input and output devices. So let's start. Basically, our in our computer memory there are 5 parts, starting from the registers to the cache memory. Then we have main memory or primary memory. Then we have secondary or auxiliary memory. And at last, we have backup memory. So basically, there are two type of memories, and from them we have primary memory and secondary memory. So let's start with the primary memory. So primary memory is the memory that holds only those data and instruction on which the computer is currently working or processing. So we can say primary memory is such type of memory in which when we are currently working something, that particularly that task are being stored in the primary memory. Okay, so it has a limited capacity and it is normally volatile in nature. So what is volatile nature? Volatile nature means when we are currently working and the power is on, then the data is not lost or the data is being stored in primary memory. But when the power is switched off, then the data will be lost. So this is volatile nature. When the power goes off, then the data will be lost. It is generally made up of semiconductor device, and the primary memories are not fast as registers. The data and instruction required to be proceed resides in the main memory. Basically, primary memory or main memory is divided into two subcategories. One is RAM, that is random access memory, and another is ROM, that is read only memory. So these are some basic features of primary memory, that it basically stores data and instruction that are currently working, that we are currently or a user is currently working, and it is volatile in nature, that is the data is lost when the power is switched off, and it has limited capacity whose size is basically more than the register and cache memory but less than the secondary or backup memory. It is made up of semiconductor and is faster, and next, it is basically divided into two subcategories, that is RAM. RAM basically stores the currently working stuff in that part, and ROM is the instructions that are already pre-written. We as a user cannot, if we want to read or write anything, we can do it in RAM. But if we have some instructions that are already pre-installed and we only need to read the memory, then we will be using ROM. So this is the primary memory. Next, we will be moving to the next important memory, that is secondary memory. Here are the characteristics of main memory or primary memory. Let's go it through once again. These are semiconductors memory. This is known as the main memory, usually volatile memory. Data is lost in case power is switched off. In the working of This is the working memory of the computer. This is faster than secondary memory. Computer cannot run without the primary memory. These are some basic features of our main memory. Next, we will be studying about secondary memory. This type of memory is also known as external memory or non-volatile memory, or we can say the permanent memory. For example, we are doing any work on the currently on the system, and while doing it is stored in the primary memory, but when we are saving it, okay, so after saving, even if the power goes, the data does not move or go anywhere. It stays in the secondary memory. So that means when the data or currently working stuff is saved, then it is stored in the secondary memory. Next, the secondary memory are non-volatile memory. As they are permanent memory, it is non-volatile memory. It is slower than the main memory. These are basically used for storing data information permanently. CPU directly does not access this memory. Instead, they access it using the input and output routines. The contents of secondary memory are first transferred to main memory, then the CPU can access it. For example, some of the examples of secondary memory are CD, DVD, CD-ROM, disk, etc. Next we will be seeing some the characteristics features of secondary memory. These are basically the main memory and primary memory were semiconductors, but these are magnetic and optical memories. It is known as the backup memory. It is a non-volatile memory. Data is permanently stored even if the power is switched off. It is used to store the data in a computer. Next, the computer may run without the secondary memory also. It is slower than the primary memory. So, next we will be discussing about what is a hard disk. So, hard disk is also a secondary memory. So, this much for this slide. In our next slide, we will be discussing about what is a hard disk and what are its working principles. So, this much for this slide. Thank you.